Salih al-Arouri has been killed in Lebanon by what is presumed to be an Israeli drone. He was the second in command in Hamas. Hamas has accused Israel of cowardly assassinations against its leaders without naming Arouri, but it said it would not succeed in breaking the will and the steadfastness of its people. Lebanese state media has said that an Israeli drone has struck a Hamas office in southern Beirut, in an area which is known to be a Hezbollah stronghold, killing at least 6 people, wounding a dozen others. It also said that Palestinians had been meeting in that building as it was hit. The Lebanese Prime Minister, Najib Mikati, has condemned the strike and called it a new Israeli crime. If it is indeed to be proven that this was an Israeli strike, it would be the first serious attack against a Hamas leader outside the Palestinian territories, outside Gaza particularly, by the Jewish state since the October the 7th terrorist event. I think one of the we don't want this this conflict to spiral out of control or indeed to continue, but I think it is always worth countering the people who talk about Israeli brutality, which I don't question in any way. I think the Israeli brutality is to be utterly condemned. But they will always turn around and they say, the many deaths in Palestine, and I agree entirely. But when it comes to Hamas, I have to point out, Hamas has not let in the Red Cross to tend and tend to and meet the hostages. Why not? Why not, if it is so open and transparent and so clear about its rightness? Why is it why is it secreting away the hostages in this way? It's behaving appallingly. It starts with a terrorist act, and this isn't in any way to exonerate Netanyahu. Israel has not, I think, so far commented on the drone strike. I know it has a history of not commenting, but it has said that no Hamas leader would be safe either inside or outside the Palestinian territories. And the finance minister, who's a rather silly man, frankly, Bezalel Smotrich, has posted a tweet saying that all the country's enemies will perish. Silly, silly, silly man. And I think silence would have been a better option. Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah, is due to speak tomorrow, I think. And that would be the third time he has addressed people since the terrorist attack on October the 7th. And he has also said that his group, Hezbollah, would react to any assassination of a Palestinian, an Iranian, or an Arab figure inside Lebanon. So I'm afraid Netanyahu has possibly just expanded the war zone. And again, I think, what an utter pillar. But it's entirely understandable. He is losing so much domestically. His justice reforms, his judicial reforms, have just been firmly rejected by the Supreme Court. So I'm afraid he probably thinks he's got nothing to lose. It's a catastrophe.